got something from the mouse today, and it is the new, well, not that new, it's the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid. And going into this, there was tons of controversy saying Disney's woke and stuff by casting a black girl as Ariel, but Halle Bailey was fantastic as Ariel in my opinion. Her singing voice was phenomenal. She had a lot of acting that she had to do without a voice, and some of the other stuff was a bit cheesy, but in line with a lot of Disney stuff, and this remake kind of just follows along with the rest of the Disney remakes in my opinion. It didn't really try anything really that new like Cruella did, but I liked all the music in here. Lin-Manuel Miranda, who you might know from like Moana and Hamilton and Into the Heights, he remixed some of these songs and kind of wrote in some new verses, I think, in certain songs, and maybe even plucked in a few. I'm not really sure what the new songs were, but for what it's worth, the music is fantastic in this, and it's really the big highlight here, but also the voice cast, for what it's worth, is pretty good too. We have Awkwafina in here playing the bird, I can't remember his name right now, and then we have people like Sebastian, played by Daveed Diggs, who is also from Hamilton, and I think Blind Spotting and a few other things, like Blackish, I remember him being in a few episodes, but he's fantastic in here as Sebastian. Like, nothing really compares with that original voice, but he was pretty good for what it's worth, and Flounder, played by, I think it was Jacob Tremblay, who was in like Room and a bunch of other things. Like, I think he was in Dr. Sleep too, as a little boy with the baseball stuff. I don't want to go too much into that because it was so sad, but yeah, voice casting here was really good. But the one that really stole the show for me was Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. It felt like she was having the most fun and kind of ate up the whole screen time when she was on it. I loved her playing that role. Very much felt the same as the animated one, but honestly she brought a different layer to it and had that different comedic effect in there, but I just think she was having the most fun on the whole set, and I loved it. But the movie overall, I liked it. It was a 3 out of 5, but Melissa stole the show. Everyone else was pretty good too, but like I said, nothing all that special. Javier Bardem was fine. The effects were good for what they were. I saw it in IMAX, and honestly, I can't really say to run out and go see it on the biggest screen possible this time, because it wasn't really anything all that special visually. The effects for what they were, like the makeup on the mermaids and stuff, was cool, but overall this was just fine. I can't really say run out to go to the theater and see it. Once it gets on Disney Plus, I think it's where you're going to see a lot of the different people go see it, and I think a lot of fans of the original that want to see a new one are going to enjoy this. And it's a different, they kind of redo some stuff with the music, which I said earlier, but I enjoyed that, and there are a few things in here that are cool, but honestly, just go back and watch the original. I think a lot of people will probably, that's probably what a lot of people will be saying, is just go watch the original, it's much better. And I can't speak to that too much because I haven't seen the original in so long, but this one's not bad. It's just nothing all that special. There's a lot of other things in theaters right now that are huge and new and really worth your time, but this one, I can't really highly recommend it. I recommend it to children and families if they want to go out and see something fun. The kids are going to get a kick out of it. I will say it's a little over 2 hours in the beginning. Did drag on for me a bit, but once they get into this stuff and more into the music, I think I really got into it a bit more, and it'll be a test, because there weren't a whole lot of people in my theater today, but there were some little kids, and you can tell by the end of that 2 hour mark, they were definitely getting a little bit antsy, so take that into consideration when going to the theater, but I say wait for it on Disney Plus. But that's just me. What's your opinion? Please write it in the comments down there. I'd love to chat with you, and please subscribe if you like what I'm saying here, and if you like all that stuff, then maybe I'll see you next time at the movies.